Hello. I was, I just had a drink. A refreshing 120 degrees or something. Oh, let's depatch. Let's do that. Do depatch. Yeah, all your cables. It's time to depatch. Ever you're able. Interestingly enough, feels like sometimes the more complex of a more impossible it is to come back to it. There are certain devices that don't keep any of their settings when you. Some of them do, some of them don't. Like the Zadar, it will if you specifically go in and save it. Don't always do that. Well, it's ephemeral. It's designed not going wanted for synth patches. Just my opinion. Gene. Your last time maybe mentioning this. Say it again. Here. Computer will randomly just like the display shuts off. Last time that happened, just sound. Well, so I really don't know what's going. This is a home machine. It's a chunky. It's not. So yeah, I may have to look at basement at some point. At this point, self any that you. Big job. It's a lot of money. But like today when I showed up, I actually had to shut it off and restart my turned on display. Very, very semi sorted. It's a bit. This guy. Is doing. I do this time. Had a very satisfying experience using the ensemble or MS ensemble oscillator. Sounded really good. So it's just small amount today. Sometimes that using that. So, yeah, here we are. Haven't been here before. Top row, flats, CO, shitty Behringer oscillator that's gonna go true OCSL, which multi-way. Actually, don't know this one. This is it's 3 LFOs, but this one can be multiple shapes, and it can also be a CO. So it has a sampling source. So it's like a great little all-around multi-use 4MS ensemble clock device, and the Mordax data for whatever you need it for. We got the WASP filter. We got the Mankato filter. VCS state variable VCF. Other filters like of the more Z synths. Spectral multiband resonator, which I don't use very much, and I'm thinking VCS, which is ridiculous. CA, super small. Quadrax, which is for envelopes or LFOs or all sorts of different things to it. Some really cool stuff. Marble bowls. Little 4-channel mixer, which I could take or leave. Quad VCA, which I would take or say. Attenuator, a little mult. Zeta, which has some similarities. 4 channels or loose, i.e. 4MS, quad pingable. I have a lot of LFOs. There's 3 up there. There's like potentially 4 here, potentially 4. But 8 of those can also be NOs. Honestly, even the 4MS could be an NO, because if you shift the shape of it to actually make like a ramp up or a ramp down, right? SF for random analog channel source there. Scales. Turing machine with the volts expander. This freaky weirdo here, this is the ADAC Systems 506 stochastic function generator. Again, 4 channels of envelopes, but they can loop and they're randomized, which is really cool. So you can, each channel has like a slow, medium, fast speeds, amplitudes, and shapes sets for each one. And for all of them, have a minimum and a maximum rise time and fall time. And that's really neat. I used it for like real slow modulation sources on things. Just that'd be something to try to use it as an actual. See what we 2 HP ADSRs. Sometimes you need a sustain. All of these like mega envelope generators that I had a couple of SARs from CS that came with the system. Don't use them anymore. They're way too big. Like one of those was, it's the same size as the red mixer above it, so it's like 4 times the size of one of these. Behringer sequencer, which is really basic and really fun. It's a nice, happy little sequencer. It can either be 2 channels of 8, channel of 16 steps. It's true bar. This is my mixer section. Select X mix, like 8 at the same time. It's mine. Metropolis sequencer, the vector sequencer, Instruo Scion, the most beautiful. It's up like a tree. Oh, going to, there you go. You lit up like a tree. You sequence. Buffer malts, Eric Synths, black hole DSP, and tucked in the corner is a 2 HP reverb. So, anyways, that's. So what to do? Well, let's start with a sequence of some sort. Let's use the vector. I'm trying to force myself to use the vector more because otherwise I spent $600 on the thing that I don't use. And it is very, very powerful. That's that makes me avoid it sometimes. Be a chore. So let's try something here. So let's go with let's use the ensemble oscillator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a gate to channel. Stochastic function generator. Put it on fast speed. That to shorten these cables because this is so 8.1 signal. Let's just go to the quad VCA. So I should be seeing if I hit run, which then it's because my clock is still set. No, let's just let's set it to external. Let's do that, and then we'll run a clock signal from the data down yonder using the data quite a bit. It's nice. It's a nifty thing. Let's see here. Slow that chunk. If I hit run. Okay. It's not actually seemingly don't stand. It's okay. Ain't no big thing. Hey, Didi, what's going on? Let's see here. So we're gonna go in there. This is blue. This is the red voice. Sure. Thanks. Okay, so it's really crackly. Really weird. Well, here's the weird thing, is it doesn't seem like this thing is actually... Oh, I remember. I had this as like a really deep bass sequence. So what I need to do is... direction... We'll put the length up to 8. 8. Was it like 8 whole notes? So it's really slow. Chance, we gotta turn on stuff. Chance pitch. Okay, that's really weird. It's like, I don't know what it's doing here. Ball time. Oh, interesting. Oh, you know, but it's on loop. So, trigger. And then we can actually turn down the gate time. Okay, so yeah, now you can start to hear it. It's kind of changing length, like ever so slightly. Hey, what's up, Herr Widmer? Let's get some decent of this one. This Niflheim. Let's actually put this to an 8th note here. There we go. And then maybe not. Yeah, at some point in the future, I do want to, like, I have a few things laying around in here. I have MS-20, of course. I've got a Rhodes. I've got a Korg Lambda string machine. In the other room, I have my System 8 set up. I've got a bunch of stuff here, and I would like to have a wall keyboard. So I do have a 3-tier stand at home that I could stick against the wall and actually set up a bunch of stuff. Run MIDI cables to it and do like crazy stuff, but I really like got a giant brush today just for the purpose of dusting a few of these things. There's a store near me. It's called American Science and Surplus. It's like full of random stuff. It's great. Yeah, so you can kind of hear the semi-random envelope. Which I think is really cool. Signal boost. Okay, so this is of course just the bare beginnings of this thing. Let's send a couple channels of the Zadar up to the ensemble oscillator. Put everything in. So I think I've got a bunch of these saved as channel B and C. As well, channel as well. Oh, you know what we should do is we should just make all 4 channels infinite, i.e. LFOs, and then save the whole thing as a preset. There. So number 2 is like all LFOs. All LFOs all the time. Hey. So let's route some modules. So number 1, what I really like about the Zadar is you have level controls for everything. So if your LFO is too hot and you don't want to have to run it through an attenuator, which I find is always the case, it's got a level control, which is super cool. So I can put this into, say, the twist. just change the time. Cranked on. Also, what we can do is run this thing in... should do that. Stereo. Always. Better. Always. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong. Okay, so we've got that guy and that guy, and what we're gonna do is run these two into two different channels of quadrax. I mean, the quad VCA. And what's really nice is use one CV signal for both sides, and it just duplicates it. So I don't know if you can see that. So I've got the envelope coming in here, affecting the VCA in channel 1, but because everything here is like connected, now if I connect the source here, it won't be. But this will actually cascade all the way down to all 4 channels if I wanted it. So you have the same thing affecting 2 different channels, which is really, really nice. So there's one channel of the thing. You can do, maybe go to the spread for channel B. Kind of constantly morphs. Oh, that's tough. Oh, dude, I love the Melodicer. I was thinking about replacing the Metropolis with that. That's going to be a fun little setup, man. I have a Neutron, actually, which is a great synth. It's my first recommendation to anybody who's like, hey, I'm going to get started with modular. It's like, well, how much do you want to spend? You want to spend $600 on a modular, on a Mother 32, or do you want to spend $300 on a Neutron? Like... yeah, and then the Crave has a sequencer too, so you can get some great combinations out of just those bits. I think one of the hardest parts is the case. People are like, hey, I'd like to get into this stuff. Oh, well, here's your $300 initial outlay that doesn't actually make sound. It's like a bite in the ass, you know? Realizing my Turing machine is very dusty. Now, get rid of the dust. My giant brush. Okay. Let's change the shape on this guy. Yeah, I hear that, man. Those stands are... I have a really old Ultimate support stand. That's why I've not brought it in, because it's kind of shitty. Like I need to replace some parts on it. But it is sitting at home. Case in a sack or whatever. Stupid. Just do the work. Get it done. Okay, let's multiply our clock. Throw a clock channel into the Tempe just so we got something centralized to use. So that's a really expressive envelope. You listen really closely to the tail end of each note. Those were real long, really interesting. Okay. Okay, so what's next? Let's, I don't know. Thinking maybe Turing machine, but then let's create like int smash stuff. Minor pentatonic scale. And then let's see here. Let's see here, shall we? Take a Tempe channel. Turing machine. It's Turing machine. Steps, yeah. One of the things I like on Turing machine is changing steps and stuff with that. It's really, really. Do wish it should have more steps selectable. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 12. 7 fan. So don't get that. Scale. It's quantization thing. Now, let's see here. What shall we use? Oh, I can't quite. Oh, I can. Oh, it just barely makes to the plats. Actually, let's do a little rings action. How about that? Never use rings. It's to be. Steel. So what if pulse out strum? Is that C? Yes, yes it is. So now it should be. Yeah. Stereo. Let's move this guy over. So, can have some room to work. Stretch. There's a few modules got in here, specifically stereo or MS oscillator. For the most part. Oh God, the stereo is so good though. I mean, it's so good. It's just flipping it left and right all over the place. It's great. Actually, though, what I wanted to do is not this. What I wanted to do is to run this whole thing into the R bar. And that's a good idea. Good idea. Some cables that are trying to stay color coded. It'll be maybe not. R bar has stereo. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Bam. Clear that. Cleared, bro. You cleared. No, you're still not cleared. Okay. Really weird. All that stuff should be gone. It's just not. Am I missing something here? Am I not doing this right? Okay. Give me 10 seconds here. I'm going to look this up in the manual. Done this 100 times, and for some reason this time today it's like, no, I'm not going to do it. How do you clear a button with the shift button and capture button? Oh, onset control mode. Set detection. Press and hold the shift button. Press the strike button. Race. That's exactly what I did. Over and over. Okay, something. All right. I've got something funky going on. Things going into the wrong place here. Alpha setting will activate capture upon detection. Beta setting will activate signal. You don't want set signal. All right, man. Thanks for coming by. This is play illumination. It's fine and it's clear. This one. It's supposed to be gone. Still. All right. You know what though? Who cares? So here's take the app. This here, dude. So then what we can simply do is hit capture. Okay. And then so there's kind of our initial thing. If I pan through the recording buffer, we can make it go 50% reversed or more. So now it's kind of scanning through the entire buffer. So, yeah, I'm using one channel stochastic function generator to just kind of sweep through. I don't know how well that's actually going to work. I might do that with something else. So the Zadar is right. Channel C. Make a lot of sense. Change the shape of it. So I'm kind of checking up and down, like seeing if the position of the playhead on the R-bar follows the position of LFO and Zadar. And yeah, it's just making a wash of bell sounds. Pretty much looking for them. I don't know. Let's try adding a little bit of drum action. Number one, let's run a clock to dot sequencer. Let's make it quick and dirty. Don't have enough cable link yet, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make a quick and dirty kick drum. Take a square or we could try a square wave actually. Run it into the low pass gate, and I'm just gonna run one channel from the sequencer. Trigger that low pass gate. Set the oscillator. Oscillate. Oh, I keep passing the square wave.
Dang it, Bobby. What the hell? What are you doing?
Okay, there. Sound. A little bit of drumba bumba's going. Get better. Doesn't work quite as good as just the straight filter, like resonance output of a. It's really. Then what we can do is use channel 2 here to drive flats, hi-hat, trigger. Really hard to dial in hi-hat sound. Okay, now we make a snare. Hey. Snare. Something. You know what? Instead of this, let's do a little bit more of a homemade hi-hat. So got the ultra random analog. You can see it. Should be able to take an output of this and basically have a noise source. If I cranked up clock rate. Well, let's test that. How about that? Let's check that and see if it works. Because if so, that would be. I only have one noise source in here, which is a little bit of an issue. And it's coming from the multi-waves and right. Drum. Because I wanted to get around using the man to a filter as a bass drum. It makes a great bass drum. Don't get me wrong. But kind of frustrating. I would like to put something through it. So there's multiple ways we can drum. To use any of the filters that I have. Maybe I should try that. You know what? Let's try that. Let's instead of using the low pass gate, let's use a channel from Quadrax, trigger channel 1. This is the so this needs to go to 18. So output of this Quadrax here to CV. Crank the resonance all the way. find that perfect little medium. That loudness. Okay, it's pretty good. That's not bad. All right. Okay, then that becomes really easy. Now we can actually just run channel 2 here. Let's run channel 2 as our hi-hats, and we'll do the same thing. We'll run this into the quadrax. Really, really, really short K time. And quadrax will control it. It's maybe channel CA. IntelliGel. Of that to the server. But source get a reach. Are you gonna reach? You son of a. Noise. Stop it. Stop. Little push button. There we go. Hey, it's not doing anything. Should be doing something. Alright, now we can kind of tone it down a little bit. Alright, it's not horrible. It's not great. Almost feel like it needs to be filtered. I don't wanna use up another filter. Guess we could. Okay, now here's the curiosity. Can I use the ultra random as a noise source? That is the question. So if we take a yes, we can. It sounds pretty good. Sounds better. It's definitely better. That's digital noise. Or is it? No. No, it's analog noise, but it's like it's almost like a depth. So we could take that out as well. Pulse out. So Teeny tiny little triggers. To be honest though, it still needs to be high passed. So we still need to let's use the Morpheus, which is right next door to CA. So we won't have to route any control. Let's find a nice happy filter. Distortion. Honestly, that's more like it. Having that real E kind of sound, and it's actually pretty. I guess we could complete the trifecta of drums and run another channel to plats this time. Snare. Long as you're making a drum set here. Kick a hat and the snare. Snare drum. Not a bad little drum kit right there. Sounds like it's lagging behind just a tiny bit. I don't understand. If I hit stop. Okay. It's haywire. Yeah, that's really weird. Go. So it's like lagging. It's really weird. That's okay. Hey, there it is. Linked. Hooray! The logical thing to do, of course, would be to take channel out of the data here as a set signal, on and stop signal. Barely fits. sounds really good, actually. Some chance stuff. We can do a double modular ratchet. Jeez, I can't think here. And turn the chance up to like just a little bit. There, and then every once in a while, it's twice, basically. Okay, that's a thing that exists. That's all I'd say about channeling. Metropolis. External clock. Actually, it should be division of. Let's put all steps down to one step. So scale. C. Okay. Quick pitch out into CSL, ink, jigs, sub, so send over. Let's take gate guy to it's close. Ooh. Actually, yeah, let's use the stochastic right here. So we're gonna put this into one shot mode and last signal in, so on. But we'll go to take the 20. So nice. Attempt to route the cable through this spaghetti monster of just because the filter. Oh God. I'm not recording. bass going on. There we go. We have synchronization. Hey. Oh, wrong channel. hit stop, and then it just kind of keeps. Yeah, the dot sequencer here does not have. It has a reset, has a clock. It doesn't have a run stop input, unfortunately, which would be nice. So I got to reset to all three of these things together. Try to get them totally synchronized. Otherwise, I'm just doing it by hand. So, anyways, I'm going to take off for now. And as always, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed something. Maybe learned.